Hi, welcome to this short video where I'm going to talk about bandhas or what bandhas are. Bandhas basically are energy locks in our body or energy gates. If we think about our circulatory system, think about blood being pumped through our body. Every time our heart beats, blood is released and it surges forward. So our arteries take the blood away from our body, from our heart, and our veins take the blood towards our heart. And within both of these vessels we have valves. Valves basically stop blood going backwards and encourages it and forces it to go forward. So you can see that energy of blood moving through our system and moving forward. Why do we have bandhas? It's the same principle as in blood being pumped through our body. We have bandhas because there's certain times we just want to make sure our pranic breath, our energy life is being forced to go forward. We don't want it to go backwards. And in certain times in yoga, we want to kind of contain that breath between two bandhas so that energy remains where it is. So how do we engage our bandhas? We engage our bandhas via either squeezing certain muscles and contracting certain muscles. There's three key bandhas in our body that we have. We have our Mula bandha, which is our root lock, so that's the base. It's in different places for men and women. For men, it can be found, it's a perineum muscle, which is found between the anus and the genitals. And for women, it's the top of the cervix. Think about you want to go for a wee or a pee, and you're quite desperate to go, and you can't find a toilet. So you basically think about the muscle that you would engage to stop yourself peeing. Okay, that is your bandha. When you engage it, it's really a subtle pull. Don't think of it as a real, I'm contracting this in. It has to be very, very subtle. And with our Mula bandha, we try and engage it throughout our yoga practice. Jalandhara bandha is our throat lock. That's right at the top here. Okay. Jalandhara bandha, again, is another bandha that it's either automatically engaged if we're doing certain postures such as headstands or shoulder stands, or in some areas we'll engage it ourselves due to it won't be automatically engaged. How we engage our Jalandhara bandha is we slightly tilt our chin, elongate the back of our neck, and you automatically feel a bit of a constriction at the back of your throat. Okay, it's the third bandha, so the second bandha. This bandha we don't use as often as Mula bandha. And the last bandha is Uddiyana bandha, and that basically is our navel. Okay, so it's a navel lock, abdomen lock. So it's a middle bandha. So you've got the Jalandhara at the top, the Mula bandha at the bottom, and the Uddiyana bandha in the middle. If you exhale fully, you're drawing the lower belly in only slightly. You're drawing it inwards and upwards. So the navel is kind of going to the back of the spine. Okay, we only engage this bandha when we're exhaling. It's impossible to engage it when we're inhaling. When you're engaging this bandha too, the lower belly, it's very subtle. Don't think about sucking your stomach in, okay, because that's not going to work and we can't do it. So think about, take your three fingers and put them at the bottom of your navel, okay, your belly button. The last finger, this little finger, think of that you've got a piece of string wrapped around that finger, and then it's being pulled straight through your stomach all the way to the back of your spine, and it's tying itself around the spine. It's quite taut, and think about that. Now you should feel like an automatic engagement of your muscles, your lower abdomen muscles, and that basically is your Uddiyana bandha. Another analogy is think about a canal. So a barge moving up a canal. You come to several locks which have to be open. The water, which is the energy, flushes through. The lock gets closed. Then the next lock gets open. And to enable the barge to move up that canal, it's a process of unlocking bandhas or locks and then locking them. And the energy flow there is water. Our energy flow is our breath, and in our circulatory system, our energy flow is our blood. At the beginning of practice, You may find it hard to engage your bandhas and they may waver off, and there's quite a few things to think about. Don't worry too much about that. As long as you know the techniques of engaging them, and I'll remind you through the lessons too, it will become a natural thing, but it does take time, so don't give yourself a hard time if it's taking you longer than anticipated. Thank you.